pwede namang hindi ikaw. Kung mawala ka sa business operations mo ng isang linggo, tuloy pa rin ba ang lahat o hihinto? Let's be honest, anak, because here is the truth. If your business cannot run without you, then your business is still built around you. At hindi yan freedom ha, that is dependency. At alam mo anak, maraming business ang nagsisimula sa ganito. Ikaw ang gumagawa ng lahat, ikaw ang nagbubukas, ikaw ang nagbebenta, ikaw ang nag-aayos ng problema. And in the beginning, that's okay because that's how businesses are built. Pero over time, more customers came in. The work kept growing, so you began hiring people. At dito na dapat nagbabago ang role mo. Pero ang nangyayari, ikaw pa rin ang sentro ng lahat. Ikaw pa rin ang tinatawag kapag may problema. Ikaw pa rin ang nagde-decide sa lahat. Ikaw pa rin ang huling checkpoint ng bawat galaw. And even if you already have a team, pakiramdam mo, ikaw pa rin ang pinaka-busy, pinaka-pagod, at minsan pinaka-stuck. So you start asking yourself, bakit parang ako pa rin? Bakit parang hindi gumagaan? Bakit hindi ako makaalis kahit na sandali? And if you've experienced this, there is a reason behind it. Habang nagbabasa ako ng messages, I came across something that many business owners are quietly struggling with. Tulad nito, sabi, Mami N, bakit kahit na may staff na ako, parang ako pa rin ang gumagawa ng lahat sa negosyo? Well, here are 5 reasons why your business still depends on you. 1. You made yourself the center of everything. 2. You believe na mas maayos kapag ikaw ang gumagawa. 3. You became the decision bottleneck. 4. You never clearly transferred authority. And 5. You are holding on because of fear. Minsan hindi mo kailangan dagdagan ng ginagawa mo eh. Kailangan mo lang makita kung alin ang dapat mong baguhin. 1. Ikaw ang sentro ng lahat. If everything in your business moves only when you are present, then you are not just the owner. Ikaw ang sistema. Anak, have you ever felt this? Na kahit na may team ka na, parang ikaw pa rin ang may hawak ng lahat? Na kahit umalis ka lang sandali, may kaba ka kaagad na baka may magkamali. May nakausap ako. Let's call her Baby Lynn. She runs an optical clinic. Malaga siya, hands-on. She knows her patients, their concerns, and even their preferences. At sa totoo lang, mahal na mahal niya ang negosyo niya. But slowly, napagod siya. Hindi dahil mahina siya, kundi dahil siya ang sumasalo ng lahat. She manages the schedule, she follows up with patients, she checks the inventory, she reminds her staff what to do. She makes the final decisions. At ang team niya, naghihintay. Hindi dahil ayaw nilang tumulong, kundi dahil nasanay sila na si Baby Lynn ang laging may sagot. Kaya one time, she tried to step away. 2 araw lang. Pero habang wala siya, may mga bagay na hindi gumalaw. Pagbalik niya, magulo ang clinic. May double booking, may messages na hindi nasagot, may tasks na hindi natapos. At doon siya natahimik. Hindi dahil galit siya, kundi dahil napagtanto niya na hindi pala kayang tumakbo ng negosyo niya nang wala siya. Kaya anak, kapag ikaw ang sentro ng lahat, hindi ka pwedeng mawala. At kapag hindi ka pwedeng mawala, ikaw ang mapapagod. Ito yung lesson. A business that depends on your presence will never give you the freedom that you started it for. Number 2, mas maayos kung ikaw. If you believe na mas maayos kapag ako ang gumawa, your team will never grow. Anak, have you ever felt this? Na kahit may tao ka na, mas kampante ka pa rin kapag ikaw ang gumagawa. Na kapag hinayaan mo sila, may kaba ka agad, baka magkamali. Kaya ikaw na lang uli. May nakausap ako. Let's call her Cora. She helps run their hardware store. Siya ang humahawak sa customers, sa complaints, sa daily concerns. At sa totoo lang, maalaga siya. She wants things done right. She wants customers to be taken care of. Pero unti-unti, napagod siya. Kasi kahit na may staff sila, siya pa rin ang sumasalo ng lahat. Kapag may reklamo, siya agad. Kapag may mali, siya agad ang nag-aayos. Kapag may decision, siya pa rin ang final. At ang staff niya, tahimik. Hindi na nag-i-initiate. Hindi na nagde-decide. Hindi na nagsosolve ng problem. Hindi dahil hindi nila kaya, kundi dahil nasanay sila na si Cora ang sasalo. Kaya one time, napansin niya. Kahit simpleng bagay, tinatanong pa sa kanya. At doon siya napaisip, bakit parang hindi sila kumikilos nang wala ako? Anak, minsan hindi mo napapansin. Habang inaayos mo ang lahat, unti-unti mong tinuturuan ang team mo na huwag pumilo. At habang ginagawa mo ang lahat, ikaw ang nagpapagod. Ikaw ang nabibigatan. Ikaw ang nauubos. Anak, ito ang lesson. If you have always stepped in to make things right, your team will never learn how to stand on their own. And over time, hindi ka lang nagiging pagod. Nagiging dependent din sa iyo ang buong negosyo. Kaya instead of building a team that solves problems, you end up building a team that waits. Number 3, ikaw ang decision bottleneck. Kung lahat ng desisyon ay kailangan pang dumaan sa iyo, siguradong babagal ang takbo ng negosyo mo. Anak, ganito ka rin ba? Na kahit kumpleto ang team mo, parang ikaw pa rin ang naghihintay or ang hinihintay bago umusad ang lahat, na kahit tapos na ang trabaho nila, hindi pa rin pwedeng i-release hanggang wala kang go? May nakausap ako, let's call her Ted. She helps run their printing business. Siya ang humahawak sa clients, approvals at communication. At sa totoo lang, maingat siya. She wants everything to be correct. Ayaw niyang may mali. Ayaw niyang napapahiya sa customer. Kaya lahat dumadaan sa kanya. Design, check niya muna. Client reply, siya muna. Production go signal, siya pa rin. At sa normal na araw, kaya pa. Pero nung dumami na ang mga orders, doon na siya na-overwhelm. May designs na tapos na pero hindi ma-print. May clients na naghihintay pero walang sagot. May orders na ready pero naka-hold. At habang nakikita niya yon, mas lalo siyang na-pressure. Kasi alam niya, lahat naghihintay sa kanya. Anak, nakakapagod yon, di ba? Hindi lang physically, pati mentally. Kasi pakiramdam mo, ikaw ang may hawak ng buong negosyo sa bawat desisyon. Kaya ito ang lesson, anak. If you are the only one allowed to decide, you don't just slow down the business, you carry the weight of every outcome. At habang ikaw ang laging final say, lahat ng pressure, lahat ng delay, lahat ng pagod sa iyo babagsak. Instead of building a team that moves with you, you build a business that waits for you. At habang naghihintay ang negosyo mo, unti-unti rin itong bumabagal. Kasama ka. Number 4, walang authority transfer. If your team is afraid to act without you, it means authority was never clearly defined in your system. Anak, this is not a people issue ha. This is a structure issue. Maraming founders ang nagsasabi, may manager naman ako. Pero, when you look at how decisions are actually made, iisa pa rin ang may final say. May nakausap akong si Carlo. He runs a logistics business. Lumalaki ng operations, mas marami ng clients, mas maraming moving parts. He has an operations manager, experienced, matagal na sa kanya and capable. On paper naman, kompleto na. Pero sa reality, lahat pa rin dumadaan sa kanya. Fuel approvals, siya. Route decisions, siya pa rin. Client escalation, siya pa rin. So kahit na may manager, centralized pa rin ang authority. Kaya one day, nagkaroon ng delay sa delivery. The manager already knew what to do. Clear ang issue, may solution na. Pero hindi siya kumilo. He waited. Because in his mind, final decision pa rin si Carlo. At doon nag-escalate ang problema. The client got frustrated. The delay became bigger. Operations were affected. Kaya anak, this is what happens when roles are assigned but decisions are not. A position does not automatically mean authority. Clarity creates authority. So, here's the leadership move, ha? Define what decisions can be made. Assign clear ownership. Remove unnecessary approvals. And ito yung lesson. Ang team na hindi makapag-decide, hindi dahil kulang sila sa skill. Kulang lang sila sa malinaw na authority. At kung umaasa pa rin sa iyo ang mga desisyon, hindi pa handa ang business mo na lumaki. Number 5, takot kang bumitaw. If your decisions are driven by fear, your business will always depend on you. Anak, this is not about your team. This is about how you lead. May nakausap akong si Denny. He runs a laundry business. Growing na. Dumarami na ang mga customers. Stable na ang demand. Kaya on paper, ready na dapat mag-scale, di ba? He already has stock. But when you look at the operations, siya pa rin ang gumagawa ng critical task. Final checking, siya. Quality control, siya pa rin. Release decision, siya pa rin. So from the outside, it looks like discipline. But from a leadership standpoint, it's control driven by fear. One time, tinanong ko siya, sabi ko, why not delegate this? Ang sagot niya, Mami N, baka magkamali sila. Baka masira yung quality namin. Baka magka-problema. Valid naman ang concerns niya. Pero ito yung strategic issue. Fear is not a system. And anything that is not system-based can never scale. So instead of removing himself from the process, he stayed inside it. At habang nandun siya, hindi gumagalaw ang business nang wala siya. Anak, growth requires structure, not control. So here is the framework. Standard to system, to owner, to control point. Define what tama looks like. Build a repeatable process. Assign clear ownership. Set where you step in and where you don't. Yun ang leadership. Kaya, the lesson, if your business cannot run without you, hindi ibig sabihin mahina ang team mo ha. Ang problema, kulang lang ang system mo. Because strong businesses are not built on fear. They are built on structure. Kaya remember that, anak, ha? So, if you look closely, none of these business owners was lazy. Lahat sila masipag. Lahat sila committed. Lahat ginagawa ang best para sa negosyo. So, bakit sila napagod? Bakit sila na-stuck? Kasi sobrang hawak nila. And here is the truth most entrepreneurs don't see right away. A business that depends on you will always be limited by you. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-grow kung ikaw lang ang gumagawa ng lahat. Hindi ka rin gagaan kung ikaw ang sentro ng bawat desisyon. At lalong hindi ka magiging malaya kung hindi ka marunong bumitaw. And that's why the real goal is not just to work hard. Hindi lang masipag. It's to move from masipag to marunong, to maayos, to malaya. Pero anak, minsan, kahit alam mo na ito, mahirap pa rin makita kung saan ka magsisimula, di ba? It's difficult to spot what to let go of since you're in the business day in and day out. And sometimes, you just need a fresh pair of eyes to spot what you are overlooking. If you're ready, you can book a free clarity call. Nasa comments ang link. Remember this, anak, ha? Masipag is not the goal. Maayos it. Kaya, let's be business-minded Pinoy.